Again, the timing of this release is interesting. It comes right as the Catholic Church is back in the national spotlight for child sex abuse. And it also comes just months after the Diocese of Monterey was named in a lawsuit that demanded it release the names of abusers. On Wednesday, the Diocese of Monterey released the names of 30 clergymen accused of sexual misconduct with a child following an independent investigation.
This was not an investigation to determine the truth. This was an analysis of, are there a credible allegation?
San Francisco lawyer Paul Gaspari was hired to go through the file of every member of the clergy to determine, 1, if there had been an accusation of child sex abuse, and 2, if the accusation was credible. 20 of the 30 men named have never been named publicly by the church before.
Yes, this is terrible. What happened? Anybody uses their position of power and abuses people. That's terrible.
The report comes 3 months after a lawsuit was filed naming former Monterey Bishop Richard Garcia, along with every other bishop in the state, as one of the church leaders who took part in a sex abuse cover-up carried out in California. The suit also named 4 priests who worked in the Diocese of Monterey and accused them of abuse. Of those 4, only Gregory Carita appeared in this latest report from the diocese. As restitution, the suit demanded the release of the names of all offenders in each diocese that up until now have been secret. But when asked about the timing of this report, this is what Gaspari had to say.
Putting it in context of what has been happening, across the country, this diocese as well as, many others, made a decision that it was now time to do so.
The Diocese of Monterey is having its attorneys answer all questions about this release. However, I was able to get a hold of a representative today, and they say this release is all about transparency. Dan.
Thank you very much, Caitlin. According to the report, there have been 2 credible accusations of abuse since 2002, after the diocese implemented the Charter for the Protection of Children, and none since 2009.